Hello, and welcome to Select 10. In this video, we'll discuss and rank some of the top new Netflix movies and shows released in January 2024. From pulse-pounding action dramas to crime mysteries, these top 10 selections will help you decide which new films and shows are worth your time. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Detective Force. It is a crime drama series created by Daniel Jarecek and Leszek Dawid. The show centers on a string of killings that occur in the Tatra Mountains resort community of Zakopane, where the officer Victor Forst is called to investigate the bizarre case and, with reporters Olga Srebska's assistance, he begins to track down a vicious serial killer who kills his victims in mysterious ways. Despite its dark plot, breathtaking photography, and potential as a fascinating crime thriller with unexpected turns, it ultimately turns into a lost effort. The distinguishing features of a well-made crime series are an engaging script and thrilling action sequences, but sadly, these elements are rarely achieved in this show. However, the sensitive and daring scenes mesh flawlessly with the story, and the show benefits from an incredibly gorgeous location, which makes it not the best, but a refreshing one. Number 9. The Kitchen. It is a 2023 sci-fi drama film directed by Kibu Tavares and Daniel Kaluuya. The narrative is set in a futuristic London, where the wealth divide is widened to unprecedented proportions, and social state elimination, soaring housing costs, and a robotic workforce have made the city an entertainment center for wealthy individuals, leading to the eradication of all social housing, except Kitchen, a group of people who are persistent in their refusal to leave their home, remain. The focus is primarily on Izzy and Benji, who must struggle to make their way through life as Kitchen inhabitants. However, Izzy soon becomes desperate after Benji becomes unwell and is compelled to participate in a heist that will permanently alter the lives of all in the kitchen. Although the movie is full of innovative concepts and does a good job of creating interesting contexts, the way it is executed is flawed. The Kitchen is a visually striking film with an underlying story about a prejudiced system on the verge of revolution that seems intriguing on theory but stumbles to maintain its fundamental narrative despite having strong acting and solid worldbuilding. Number 8. Kubra. It is a mystery thriller drama created by Dural Talon and Yagmur Talon. The story revolves around an army veteran who became an automobile mechanic after being released from service. However, Gökhan's life takes an unusual turn when he begins to get texts from Kubra, an individual on a digital social platform who has the ability to foresee future occurrences prior to them really happening. Fortunately, Gökhan's belief quickly comes into question when Kubra presents himself as the creator and puts him and his loved ones in danger. In the meantime, Gökhan's willingness to embrace this message sets him on a challenging path where he gets involved in the craziness, wins supporters, and faces formidable foes. The idea of fusing technology and faith was fascinating, but a faster-paced narrative would have had a much greater impact. The question of who is Kubra will keep you captivated as the series deftly combines elements of belief and human technology, making it stand out and producing a unique thought-provoking drama that is well worth seeing. Number 7. 60 Minutes. It is a sports action drama film directed by Oliver Kienle. The narrative centers on Octavio, a trained combative fighter who has only 60 minutes to get to his daughter's birthday celebration before he loses guardianship of her permanently. In an attempt to make it to his daughter's birthday celebration on time, he skips a crucial fight, which enrages a group of deadly gangsters. What comes next is an exciting development, as Octavio takes tremendous measures to attend the event while a vicious enemy tests him beyond his capabilities. The movie features a few exciting and energetic martial arts sequences, as well as some well-executed action scenes that will take viewers by surprise. The entertaining part is the 60-minute time frame, during which Octavio faces menacing threats that get progressively more aggressive as the clock runs out. With its straightforward premise, the film has an acceptable pace and engaging action, making it a fun watch. Number 6. The Bequeathed. It is a horror thriller series created by Yeon Sang-ho. The protagonist of the tale is Yoon Seo-ha, a university professor who is shocked to hear that an uncle she has never heard of before has passed away and that she is the only heir to the family cemetery. Things become strange for her when Kim Young-ho, her half-brother, seeks to be included in the property, which sets off a chain of unsettling occurrences that severely terrorize her. Meanwhile, detective investigator Choi Sung-jun investigates a murder case and believes it is linked to Yoon Seo-ha's family burial ground. The plot becomes more mysterious with each new episode, building strong suspense involving spiritual mythology at its core and creating an uncomfortable atmosphere backed by strong music and dark, dreamy visuals. The show transforms from an intriguing horror story into a troubling story about a family with a satisfying climax as hidden truths from the past come to light. It creates a unique narrative by fusing spirituality with a supernatural touch and traditional detective crime drama storytelling. Number 5. Salar Part 1, Ceasefire. It is an action drama film directed by Prashant Neel. The narrative is divided into two timelines. The first takes place in the 1980s in the fictitious dystopia kingdom of Kansar and centers on the bond of friendship between the tribesman, Deva, and the Kansar prince, Bharata. However, an unforeseen circumstance causes the two friends to split up, with Deva departing Kansar. A few years after this scenario, there is another storyline centered on an uprising that is organized by Bharata's father's officials to claim the Kansar throne, in which Bharata seeks Deva's assistance to establish himself as Kansar's true king. Another timeline takes place in 2017, when Deva is in exile, delves into flashbacks, and ends with events revealing that once best friends are now enemies. Although the story's narration is complicated, it won't really matter once you're drawn in by the film's menacing tone and interesting plot. The action is brutal and violates logic, but it provides spectacular pleasure on screen that complements the tone of the movie, while the overpowering background score adds to the action's intensity. There are a few parts that are repetitive, but the Kansar plot will keep you interested. Number 4. American Nightmare. It is a 2024 true crime series directed by Bernadette Higgins and Felicity Morris. The show tells the story of Denise Huskin's abduction case from 2015. Everything begins when Aaron Quinn reveals that his partner Denise Huskins vanished as a consequence of a house invasion, and everyone becomes doubtful. While Denise's family longs for her return, the police seek to place the blame on Aaron, causing his family to worry about their son's past. However, when Denise abruptly appears a few hundred miles away, the situation takes an unforeseen turn, and more allegations are made. The story progresses as the authorities attempt to persuade the public that all of it is fake, while the couple attempts to determine who is responsible for it all. This series evolves into an interesting maze of deceit and treachery, brilliantly immersing viewers in this confusing case, detail by detail. Overall, the show defies assumptions of the typical true crime genre in a spooky and effective way, delivering a complex thrill that all true story fans will enjoy. Number 3. Badland Hunters. It is a dystopian action film directed by Heo Myung-heng. The story is set after a devastating earthquake that turns Seoul into post-apocalyptic ruins where everything has crumbled, including safety and humanity. The narrative centers on Nam-san, a valiant hunter who embarks on a mission to save a teenager from Yang Gai-soo, a crazy doctor who had the many children imprisoned in an asylum full of cult members. The film is a completely post-apocalyptic actioner, featuring usual elements of post-apocalyptic films, such as people fighting and trading for basic survival supplies, fighting zombie-like mutants, and dark humor. The film's biggest highlight is the fight scene in the hallway, which was super intense. Overall, the film excels in action scenes and delivers on its promise of an engaging, action-packed plot that grows louder and more complex with each new sequence. For those who adore the action genre, this is the ultimate cracker movie. Number 2. Animal. It is a 2023 action drama film directed by Sandeep Reddy Vanga. The plot revolves around Ranvijay Singh, an aggressive young man who seeks vengeance after a murderous assault on his father, Balbir Singh, a wealthy entrepreneur. The film delves into the events that molded Ranvijay's current angry persona through his early life, revealing a shattered relationship between the father and son, as well as the young boy's willingness to risk everything to defend his father. The primary narrative begins when Balbir gets attacked by unidentified attackers, causing Ranvijay to launch a conflict with the individuals who attempted to kill his father. Given that the film is about 3 hours long, there is a lot to discuss, but I won't go into further detail to avoid giving anything away. The runtime is long, and the story drags at points, but the viewing experience it provides is unique in its own right, and it's far more than simply an average action movie about getting revenge. This movie shines in its execution, turning a straightforward story into an engaging drama full of family emotions, brutal action, romance, crazy background music, and a few surprising turns that will have you thinking about it for a very long time. Number 1. Griselda. It is a crime drama miniseries directed by Andres Baez. The show tells the real story of Griselda Blanco, a brilliant businesswoman from Colombia who founded one of the most powerful cartels in history. In the meantime, she was a loving mother who had a deadly combination of charm and unsuspecting brutality that allowed her to move between her personal and professional lives with ease, earning her the nickname Black Widow in the process. The narrative follows Blanco's ascent and descent, narrating how she got from Medellin to her role as the godmother of Miami's drug kingdom, where she forges one of the most vicious organizations on record. The 6-episode series contains little action and few surprises, although there are moments when it seems like a formulaic cartel drama. Sofia Vergara's fearless performance keeps the action moving at an optimistic speed. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.